This is Dispatches from Myrtle Beach with Charles Neal and my son Link. And we got our special guest, Jim Quick, with us today, joining the show.
All right, Jim,
Hey, Jim.
What's up?
How y'all doing?
Doing good. I mean, we've never had a guest on this show. Dad hatched this idea, and I don't know what he's told you to get you to be a part of this, but I'm glad that you're here.
I'm honored to be here. I'm glad to be here.
So, Dad,
Probably one of my favorite people, man. I'm just excited. I'm always excited.
My dad is one of your favorite people?
Oh, yeah. Hands down. Forever.
Jim tells people
Me too.
when he introduces me sometimes, he said, this guy right here is the salt of the earth. That's
Yeah,
what
they
he
said,
said.
man, this is salt of the earth. That's the epitome of a good dude, man.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I got a good dad. I mean, I wouldn't have a podcast with anybody. I mean, it's his podcast, but I probably would have said, well, I'm going to do something else.
When I was president of the Shag Club on our 25th year when we were still living in Sanford, I had him and Coastline, Jim Quick and Coastline come and play for the event. And it was a big success.
It was huge, man.
Raised about $33,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So is that when y'all met?
Oh,
No.
We went way before that. I think the first time I remember meeting you was it in Southern Pines?
Might have been right there. The first time I went to see you was at Big Steve Thomas's.
Oh yeah, what Concrete Steve? Or
No,
the other Steve. Yeah,
the biker farm.
There's two Steves
So
in the
many
same
Steves.
town.
Yeah, there's three.
There's three. That's right. There's three Steve Thomases. You got Tobacco Steve, Concrete Steve, and the other Steve.
The other Steve, that's right. Yeah,
Now, so Dad, just to recap what you had in mind in bringing Jim on, like you're working some sort of a marketing trade here, right?
Well, I was trying to fix it up where all our Myrtle Beast would find out something about beach music where we live down here at North Myrtle Beach. And I couldn't think of anybody better to bring on because Jim's been doing this 32 years. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
Oh,
And-
that is that your catchphrase, Jim? Because it's very close to Dad's catchphrase, which is
That is correct.
That is correct.
No, that is not your catchphrase, Dad. Your catchphrase.
That's right.
No, Dad, what is it?
That is correct.
No, that's not it. That's not
I
correct.
forgot what it is.
That would be correct.
That would be correct.
That would be correct.
Yeah.
Maybe I got it from him. I mean, we've been hanging out so long. Maybe I got it from him. That would be correct.
That's it. See that, and now that but you said it wrong, and then now he's saying it wrong.
Yeah,
I gotta
I
keep
can't
y'all
remember what I
straight.
said to start with, but I'm sure it was correct.
But
It wasn't. That was incorrect. You said that. You said that is
that would
correct.
be correct.
That's
That-
it. There you go.
That would be correct. Yes. So,
Yeah.
we're going to kind of work together and try to get him on. And he's out there in the world anyway. I mean, he's got all kinds of they call them coastline crazies that follow him and his band
All right.
because it's the Coastline Band.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to get all these Myrtle Beasts to find out about Jim
Myrtle Beast, I love it.
and be able to look him up and find him and have you got a
Yeah. Well, what?
Of what? What did he have? A what? Don't make it awkward.
like I have a rather be shagging 53 at AOL.com to send me.
Dad, that's an email address.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, jimquick.com is a website. But
There you go.
One of the things that's cool is like 2 years ago, I started working at a radio station here in the Myrtle Beach area, and what's really cool is we become the number one streaming, even though it's a terrestrial radio station, we become the number one streaming radio station in North and South Carolina. in the last couple of years. So really excited. We've been telling people about doing this podcast. And when I mentioned it, all of a sudden the phone lines blew up and they're like, I can't believe that you're going to be doing this. And every time Charles comes to the shows, kids come up talking about hot dogs and all this other stuff. And it's just absolutely hilarious. I mean, all the like kids want to when I say kids, I'm 54. So anybody like in their like 45 down, they're just enamored by Charles. I say, it's insane. It's really cool.
Every kid under 45. I'm no longer a kid, I guess, just barely.
See there, you made him a young kid.
Almost. I'm an adult now.
And the radio station he's on is 94.9.
Okay.
The Surf.
The Surf. That's right. The Surf here at the beach.
Yeah, that's great. I remember you when you were like a kid. And I think I met you one time when you were really young. And I never put all of this together until like a couple of weeks ago because I'd seen videos of you doing these commercials and stuff. And I was like, I've been watching guys in my band. We would go around following you on these commercials. And all of a sudden we found out about the pot. I'm like, the commercials to me have been legendary. I mean, was it Top Gun?
No, that's a movie.
No, the auto sales commercial. No, maybe.
And you talking about
House?
Red House.
Oh my
furniture.
Goodness. Yes. Oh my goodness.
And then TDM Auto Sales. Is,
that's it. That's it.
And Cuban gynecologist.
Furniture into your home. Yeah.
Yeah. Red House Furniture. Yep, that's me. That's kind of me in another life. See, that was, and now this is all I'm doing. Just trying to keep Dad talking. Just trying to keep him out of trouble, The more I can keep him on this microphone, the less trouble he's going to get into, Jim Quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Because Charles can get into trouble real quick. I don't know how quick Jim Quick can get into trouble, and I don't know if y'all are a good influence on each other.
Well, I don't get myself in plenty of trouble. I got 3 ex-wives to prove it. That's for sure.
Oh, is this a competition?
But see, I got a 4th one now. So
you got 4?
Yeah, Nancy's 4, so I've had 3 too.
Well, he said 3 ex-wives. Yeah. So do you have?
And I got 3 ex-wives.
I know, but so you're even.
We're even.
But I don't have an ex-wife, and I don't have a future wife. Well, I am dating somebody.
I understand. I think. But you've already said she is not a future wife. Like you basically said that.
Well, I didn't mean to get myself in trouble.
You said
it. Maybe you don't need to tell them about the podcast.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
No, man. So she
am I going to have to separate the two of y'all?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
All right. Y'all keep it together.
No, we're not going. Hey, we ain't been separated in 30 years.
No, we made it all this way. I know.
So, what do you are a professional microphone user. You're the lead singer of the band and you're a DJ.
Right.
So, do you have any tips for Dad on his his podcast hosting ability? It's a different thing, but maybe it's a little bit of the same.
Yeah, I tried to do a podcast, and believe it or not, that was something that I couldn't. It's such a different world, like interviewing and just talking, because when you're on stage, you always have like this, or if you're on or doing a radio show with a music radio show,
right?
Then the verbiage is nothing but a buffer between songs.
Yeah.
So when you're just having to create a conversation or just shoot from the hip, it's difficult. My podcast was somewhat of a failure, I would say overall. But the biggest tip I would say was be better than me.
Well, we've made it 2 years, so I think we've crossed that threshold.
You've done well.
Do you think that Dad is representing North Myrtle Beach well?
I honestly, my opinion, I think he represents the South well, Southeastern United States. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people have a misconception of what a Southern gentleman is really like. Either they have this grandeur opinion of it's like Rhett Butler, or it's some Bubba driving a Ford with horns on the front of their truck, just going around cussing and shooting. But that's neither. There's this.
Well, he's neither and he's both, right? Dad is like Rhett Bubba.
Thank you, son.
Yeah.
That would be correct.
I can't have another Rhett in my life, though. Trust me.
No, they can't. But I can. I don't call him Rhett Bubba from now on.
So now we'll both have a Rhett in our lives.
He's gonna be my Rhett.
And
he's gonna.
Has he tried to?
Questions now, and they'll be sending him in Rhett Butler instead of Charles Neal.
Rhett Bubba.
Rhett Bubba. Yeah, Rhett Bubba.
So has Rhett Bubba tried to talk his way into appearing on your radio show?
He will after this. That way we're doing cross promotion, and I can bring him in and tell everybody about this when it's ready, because what better time to fire it off than at that given moment.
Yeah. So once this comes out, you're going to go on. It'll be live, though, Dad. You remember the last time we went on a radio show live? I guess you weren't there. I guess it was just me. Have you ever done it?
We did the first podcast at...
That's right. That was live.
Mythicon. That was live. And I thought it went pretty well, because...
It went well.
3,000 people that were there didn't want to pay no attention. Knew all they wanted was me.
That's right.
Don't believe it.
Well, in all honesty, everywhere he goes, he's such an affectionate person that everybody's just kind of drawn towards him. It's amazing.
And now he's got business cards, so you need to watch out.
You have business cards?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even have business cards. I've been doing this.
What are you going to talk about on the radio, though, Dad? What are you going to say about Dispatches? We got to get you ready for this.
Well, we'll get ready for it. We're going to tell them that, all the people that love beach music, we want them all to clue in and see if we can get them involved in the podcast and how to look it up on YouTube and on the podcast too, because it comes out on Tuesday on a podcast, and it comes out on Thursday on YouTube.
What type of things?
Week.
That's right. That's good. What type of things are you going to tell Jim's audience that we talk about?
Well, we talk about our Nana, and we talk about things that you've broke and you didn't fix. And all kinds of stuff like that. But
you gonna tell them about the shower thing? I want you to tell them about the shower.
Oh,
what about all the things I've taught you? The shower thing.
Jim, you're not gonna believe this. When we did a podcast a week or so ago, he said, "Have you ever took the blow dryer and blowed yourself off after you dry off? You wipe yourself off and then dry yourself off with the towel, and then take the blow dryer and blow yourself to get you really in all the cracks and crevices and everything." So,
Jim, why are you covering your face?
And I tried it, but you know how I tried it?
Because I had a visual.
I had Nancy do it to me.
I don't even have a blow dryer.
You need to get you a blow dryer, Jim.
Well,
tell him, Dad.
I don't have enough hair. Yeah. You got more hair than I do.
It's not for your hair, man. Aren't you listening?
A body dryer, a body blow dryer.
But you have to make sure, you have to make sure you get one of them that's got a cool setting on it, so when you're blowing down here, you don't burn something up.
You're deflecting, though, Jim. When you get out of the shower, you need to be using a blow dryer. And this is what I would like for my dad to talk about on your show.
Body blow drying.
Yes. I mean, that's just one of the things that I've taught him on this show. He knows how to pronounce lots of words. Dad, you could bring in a whole list of words that you could tell him you've learned how to pronounce.
Yeah, I'm telling. Well, we can do that too, but
I'm just giving ideas, Jim.
I'm trying to figure out why everybody's talking about hot dogs. I mean, I have had like at least 10 people ask me about hot dogs. What's the deal with the hot dogs?
I mean, we have another podcast called A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, but I'm not on it and Dad's not on it. So I don't know if that may be what they're talking about.
Somebody said that you were saying, I love hot dogs.
Oh, yeah, we did. Oh. We did a thing the other day, didn't we, Logan, with them hot dogs? I don't know if that was it or not.
No, this was a while back because somebody played a little clip of it, and it was you, and you going, I love hot dogs. I just love hot dogs.
Must have been on GMM.
Yes.
I love hot dogs, and man, I wish you could all have one with me right now because you put the hot dog on there and mustard and chili and slaw and onions and mayonnaise and mustard and just dig in and just eat up because it's going to make a mess, but boy, it's going to be good. So enjoy that hot dog all the way, and if you got slaw, put it on it.
And you love a good hot dog.
Yeah, because when I make them, I make my own homemade chili and homemade slaw and all that.
If you had to go somewhere between Sanford and the beach or anywhere that we travel here in the Carolinas, where would you say your favorite place to get hot dogs is?
Right here.
Where?
At my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The homemade hot dogs?
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing is fried chicken. And I've made up my mind that there's no better place to get fried chicken than a gas station.
Hey, there's some good gas station chicken. And there ain't nothing wrong with getting barbecue at a gas station or fried chicken. Which place? Does it have a name or is it just...
Up in there, Nick's Pickwick.
Yeah, Nick's
Pickwick's really good. And
oh yeah.
And so, they're like these mom and pop gas stations, and I don't know because they got these ladies in the back, grandmas back there cooking them, and they stick their foot in the batter and stir it. I don't know how it gets so good. It's legendary.
It's good.
Is it spicy? Are we talking like Bojangles but better? Or are we talking like grandma at home?
They got both. You can eat, normally you say you want regular or spicy. That's exactly right. But you got to be careful because spicy is not always the same. Sometimes it's like, whoo, I got to pull over.
Sometimes they put too much of their spicy foot in it.
Spicy foot.
They put that.
They didn't trim the nails.
That's right. That's a pre-pedicure foot right there. That thing, you don't know how spicy it's going to be until you taste it. Are you a dark meat man or a white meat man? Both of y'all.
A dark meat.
Me too. Thighs.
Me too. I'm a thigh man.
I'm a thigh man all the way around.
People do not, but people like to get the breast. I don't know. Breast is, you can get a good breast, I understand, but it's a risk, right? I mean, a big old breast might be dried out. Get yourself a thigh. It's reliable.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's always juicy and thick and always good. You can't breast. You're right. You can't. Breasts are overrated.
Yeah,
because I like to have
on chickens.
Huh?
On chicken.
On chicken.
Look at y'all.
For all your beverage holding needs, check out the new Emblem pint glasses. There are 4 different glasses available: GMM, Mythical Kitchen, Ear Biscuits, and a hot dog is a sandwich. They're sold individually, 10% off if you buy all 4. Available now at mythical.com. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Comparison is a thief of joy, and it's easy to envy other people's lives. It might look like they have it all together on their Instagram, but in reality, they probably don't. Therapy can help you focus on what you want instead of what others have, so you can start living your best life. Well, let's talk about BetterHelp, where it can help you a little bit, because, if you stay on the phone or on the computer and all this social media stuff, and you try to compare that to what's going on with you, boy, you get caught up with some stuff that you probably don't need going on in your life. And if that's going on with you, and kind of like me, I do very little of media stuff on the phone. I don't do no Facebook. I look up some stuff on the internet once in a while, but I try to make my own decisions about what's going on in my life. And if you need to get some help with that, you need to call BetterHelp and go online and let them help you pick a nice, good therapist that you'll have and help you alleviate some of the things that you're trying to get took care of in your life. And it'll help you do that because it'll make things a lot easier for you when you can talk to somebody else. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/dispatches today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/dispatches.
So whenever you're performing, you see Dad out there in the crowd just shagging it up? Just doing his thing?
Absolutely. He's a great dancer. Matter of fact, all the ladies like to dance with him. The last time we did a show in Sanford, I bet he danced with 20 different women that night. Yeah. Everybody danced with him.
And this is with Nancy's blessing.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because she wants to take a little breather.
Yeah, she likes to take a little breather. Yeah.
But you're in demand.
I could dance a little bit. Yeah. Of course, we Nancy and I danced at Mythicon that was in Austin, Texas, and we showed all those people the shag steps down there and danced in front of 3,000 people.
Yep.
So pretty neat. But dance to the Keith Urban song.
Texas Time.
Yeah. Texas Time.
That's
all
a
right.
good one.
Well, I mean, Jim, you're welcome to hang out. If you want to go through an email or something, go for it, and we can keep Jim in here for all of this.
Well, we're gonna do that, but I want to do one more thing for him.
Whatever you want.
He's got the guy Casey. What's Casey?
Casey Meyer.
Casey Meyer him and Jim have been together since they started, 32 years.
Like you and Red.
Oh, cool. Holler out to Casey.
And I'm gonna say, you can correct me, but probably 90% of the music they play, they have written it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And that's what they play. Now they'll play a Delbert song once in a while.
Yeah.
Get with it and some other things. But what's neat about Jim and the Coastline Band and him and Casey, people always love to hear what they've written and played. That's what they come to hear.
And it's all shagging. It's all shaggable.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and yes and no. It's all Americana. To me, like blues, R&B, soul, jazz, gospel, rock and roll, Southern rock and roll, everything that seems to be true American music historically all comes from the South. And we kind of incorporate that in everything. Most of it you could shag too, because beach music's not really a form of music. It's more of a lifestyle. It is like a style of music. So it's pretty, it's very versatile. And the fact that we got Albert Rogers, who is your biggest fan. Albert Rogers is back in the band, and he was one of the originals too. And now the core is back together. And he's Charles' biggest fan, not only just from the podcast, but in life. He just loves Charles.
Does he play the liquor jug?
He played the bass, but I guess in historically that would have been the liquor jug.
Hoo, 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 hoo. And who's playing a washboard?
That would be me.
But people asked Jim about a lot of songs and everything, but the first song they ever played, they played in the first gig he ever did, but was in his daddy's backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And the first song they wrote and played, they almost play it every time they go out and play.
Yeah.
So, after all these years.
32 years. We do about 200 shows, 250 shows a year, except for that 1 year.
When COVID.
Oh, yes.
He tried,
I was like, what happened, Jim? I know you had throat surgery.
We still played, but we played like in people's backyards.
Okay,
in
gotcha.
the middle of the wood, in the middle of the country.
And while that was going on, so he could try to make ends meet, I seen him in the paint store one day. I said, "Go ahead, just help yourself."
I started painting. It was boring. I started painting chickens, and I'm like, why would people buy chickens? So I started painting chickens in shoes. So like different chickens in different shoes. Like have a pink chicken in Pumas, and have like a little yellow chuck in Chucks, little chicken Chucks, and just I did a whole different array of different chickens in different shoes.
What? Okay. What? Give me a second. He was
selling. He was doing that
on
so
what?
He could make ends meet.
What were you painting them on?
Canvas.
Canvas.
I was painting them on canvas so I was selling them one-off so I could like so I could eat.
Hey, that's ingenuitive. I mean, so you're the Bob Ross of chickens wearing shoes?
Yeah, man. I wish I had an afro though. We could go back to that.
How did that go over? Did it get you through?
Yeah, they ended up making prints and selling like crazy. They're still hot.
So were you a painter before or?
No.
Really?
No, I never painted it. I never painted a wall.
Well, was it abstract?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So a man who's never painted.
You want me to find one to show you? I could try.
I mean, is it on your Instagram? Because I was on there at Jim Quick Music.
No, I got my own. It's chickens in shoes. Like chickens in shoes.
On Instagram?
Right.
Oh my God. Well, I'm looking at these. Well,
yeah.
There's a rooster and a flip-flop.
Yeah. There's more.
So you must have been a drawer.
No, not really. I was like one of those. No, not really.
I mean,
so Link,
I can tell that they're all chickens. Which
it's not the best in the world, but people were buying them. I think they felt sorry for me.
They don't look as horrible as you made it out. I mean, you're like, I've never painted a wall, and all of a sudden I'm like, well, what does this guy's chickens look like? I mean, they are chickens, and I can tell that they're shoes, so mission accomplished. I mean, I don't know if I'm not trying to make it sound like a backhanded compliment, but you've only
They're
got.
Probably going to end up in Dick's Pick Quick, either spicy or regular.
I only see 6 on your Instagram though.
Yeah, there's more. I'm just not very good at social media. I'm not good at updating.
Okay,
but they're like at our shows. So we have like a little chicken coop full of them where people can buy the prints.
This was just an idea you had. You were really strung out on COVID when you came up with this idea.
I think I'm still hurting.
You were like,
strung out on COVID.
You were in another place, man. I love it, and I love that I love that the description on your Instagram is, I decided to draw and paint chickens in shoes. You know, I mean, yeah. And so here I am. Here we are. You did this. I mean, I admire anybody who comes up with something that nobody else would come up with and then follows through with it. Especially when it's chickens and shoes.
I really admire that because some of the stuff y'all come up with, Lord.
Amen.
All right, I just clicked follow. Now, that doesn't mean DM me all the time.
I won't. I'll be good.
All right, but because I might have to unfollow you if it, you know.
I promise I won't. I'm not even sure what DM means.
But this is now your. This is your way to tell me.
That's what he does to me all the time.
I know.
You know what DM means? You know what this means? No.
Well, do you know what LOL means, Jim? Because I had to teach Dad. All right, what is it?
Laugh out loud.
No, Dad, tell him what it means.
Lots of love.
Lots of love.
That's what he thought it meant. Lots of love.
That's what I thought it meant last.
What do you think LMAO mean? LMAO.
LMAO.
Give him a hint. Don't give him the whole thing.
No. Look,
Jim, you may be able to fill in for me.
I get the first 2 words.
No, just give him the first word.
Laughing.
Laughing more. What was
what?
All the
LMAO.
laughing more at others.
That's a good practice.
That's clean. That's clean and cruel.
Yeah,
Clean and cruel.
What I was going through my brain on this podcast.
No. Say it. Come on.
Logan went
laughing my
ass
off. There you go. See, you figured it out, Dad. Jim, you can fill in for me on the show. That's kind of my role.
I do.
Teaching him something.
Well, I've had a great time bringing Jim on Dispatches from Myrtle Beach.
I have too, Dad.
And that you got to meet him where you can see.
Look how cute they are together.
And everything. Because, it was fun having you all here with us today, and we'll be next week for another one. Mm-hmm. And don't forget to follow and subscribe wherever you get your podcast and on YouTube. And while you're at it, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. And if you got a question, comment, or story you'd like to share with me, email me at ratherbeShagging53@AOL.com. And y'all have a great rest of the week. We can't wait to laugh my ass off again next time.
That's right. Jim, did you have fun? I don't know.
I had a ball. I can't breathe.
All right, so I cannot endorse or verify or guarantee that Dad's not going to get you in trouble at the radio station. So that's between y'all.
And we don't have a 5-second delay, so.
Oh. All right, you can be LOLing and LMFAOing and all of that. The two of y'all together.
Hey, there's an F in there.
Oh.
I hear y'all enough on the radio that the woman upstairs is looking the boss lady.
The boss lady's listening.
All right, I do want all of your people to learn how to blow dry their bodies. So do what you can.
Yeah. We love you, son. We'll see you next time.
All right, love you. Thanks, Jim. Good to meet you.
Thank you.